who I was when I was a new mom is not the person I am now that I'm in my 50s. So my likes and dislikes have changed. You know, the way I re-energize myself has changed, things like that. And I've gotten to know myself along the way. Like, so I just want to encourage parents, rather than thinking you have to do something the way somebody else does it. Like, this is a great example. A lot of times my mom or my mother-in-law would get me a gift certificate for a massage, and I would go do the massage, and I hated it.
Oh my
I
gosh, Janine, I don't like it either.
Isn't that crazy? I hated it. And I don't want people touching me
I am
unless
the
I have a
same
relationship
way.
with you.
I can't stand it. Like, don't give me that as a
Good.
gift.
Yeah, but you
That's
know what?
stressful.
And I did it thinking that maybe there's something wrong with me. There must be
Yes.
something wrong with me. I'm way too uptight. I must need 5 or 6 of these massages.
Yeah.
Until I finally just went, I don't like them. And please don't buy them for me anymore. You know what I do like? And we have a we call this a hotel by myself night. And I do it
Oh.
every couple of months, and I do it every birthday. And it happened one time because my husband and I planned to go away on my birthday, and it fell through. Like, our babysitter fell through, or I don't know if my son wasn't doing well at that time. We decided we couldn't both go. So I just went, and I had the best time. And so now I realize I need that downtime. I need a nice hotel with room service, and I just want to chill and do whatever I want to do. Sometimes I don't even watch TV. Sometimes I just enjoy the quiet. And then other times I just sleep. You know, it's just, when do you get to do that and just focus on you? So my husband and I made it a habit where he and I would take turns doing things like that. And then eventually, when my son was able to travel, we started traveling together and things like that. And we do road trips a lot. We at least try to do one a month because he loves it so much.
So a couple things. I say to parents, whatever you're feeling, if it's distressful, do the opposite. If you're feeling sad, because you're going to feel sad, like we're humans,
Yeah.
you're going to do something that makes you happy and have a list. So
Mm,
make a cheat sheet for all of these things so that when you're in the moment, you can't think of it, go to your list. So
yeah.
things that make me happy when I'm feeling sad: one, two, three, and four, and five. When
Mm,
you're feeling really over, like whelmed and wound up, what are the things that bring you down, like not make you sad, but have it kind of lower that energetic, overbearing feeling? Have a
yeah.
list of 3 to 5 things that you don't even have to think about. You just go to that list and go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put a text out to a few of my friends to have a girls' night out. That makes me happy. Or who's available for dinner tonight? I
Yeah.
just need to go out. Or, oh, I'm gonna look at the YMCA and see what classes are tonight because I know that I need to get out. Like, there's like, how do you feel about that? Because those cheat sheets have
Mm.
really helped a lot of people.
Yes, cheat sheets are fantastic. Also, pictures are helpful. So I'm a trauma therapist as well, and one of the interventions that I do with people, and this is an evidence-based intervention, is that if you have a picture, a real picture or one in your mind, of a calm place that makes you happy, right? So I have a picture in my phone of a sunset in the Blue Ridge Mountains where we like to go. And this one time, there was just this gorgeous sunset, and I took a picture of it, and I've got it in my phone. I made it a screensaver for a while, but it's a picture that I can look at that will immediately change my body at that time.
I love this. You know what? I intuitively do that around my house. I
Uh-huh.
have pictures of moments in my family's life, whether it's my children's recent wedding or it's like swimming in the pool and they're all smiling. And I
Yeah.
just find myself naturally looking at that and the joy I feel. I even have this rotating photo album. Sorry,
Oh,
it's like a frame.
love that. Yes. It switches the pictures.
Yes, it's called Aura,
Neat.
Aura, and one of my daughter-in-laws got that for me for Hanukkah. And literally, it just switches. So I take my favorite pictures on my phone, I send it right to the Aura frame. And at night, sometimes I'm just sitting there and I just notice it. I'm not even like stressed. I just, oh, that brings me back. So I love this. And it's definitely for our listeners a really great way to just self care in the moment. You're sitting on the couch, you're kind of like not sure what you're going to do, and you just look at these visuals. I love this. Thank you for like
Yeah.
bringing, like, now I know why I'm doing it. It comes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and it's research based that when they've shown that when people look at a scene, like people that I live in Florida, and my friends that live up north are always like, "Oh my gosh, we can't wait to get to the beach." And I'm like, "Well, here, have a picture of the beach." And they laugh, but I'm like, "No, really. Like this will literally make your brain and body convinced you're there."
Yeah.
And the more that you can look at that picture and use your imagination, right? Let's not forget, as adults, we still have imagination. It's that imagination that makes us worry about things at 3 in the morning that will either never happen or that we don't have to worry about at 3 in the morning. We use that imagination to build that safe place. I call it a safe place technique. And you think about what your five senses, right? If I'm sitting at the beach, what's the ideal weather for me? Where is the sun? Is it a little behind the clouds or is it bright? Are there other people around? What do you smell? What do you hear? And if you can build that scene in your head, your body will follow.
Yeah, no, for sure. Everything you're saying, I'm looking over my list and we've covered so much of it, like the importance of socializing, recognizing and navigating burnout. Like you said, like what do you do for that? Like burnout. You're actually burnout. You pass the point of it's not in the moment changing it. It's like I'm really burnt out. And I think your idea of going to a hotel may work for some of our families. Just deep, like just getting out of the house, evenings out, just deep, like literally like kind of going away and really recharging. And sometimes it can take a little time. Like you said, once a month you're going away. It's not just for your son, I'm sure it's for you. Like it re-energizes you.
Yes, yes, it does. Even though traveling with my son is its own stressor, it's a different kind of stressor than just being at home. But, and I don't want to take up a lot of time with the story, but a few months ago, I really had to practice what I preach. It was really challenged for me. We were up in North Carolina when Hurricane Helene hit. And it was, for those of you that don't remember Hurricane Helene, it devastated Asheville.
Yeah.
And we were in the Asheville Mountains. We were in Waynesville, and we left the morning after we realized everything was decimated. But we didn't know. I actually have a podcast episode about this, one of our recent ones. We didn't know the danger that we were in, and we had to try to get off the mountain after the storm had hit and after all the houses were floating by and things like that. Needless to say, I left that situation for whatever reason. Out of my whole family of four, I was the one that was affected the most. And like I said before, if you don't deal with it, it will deal with you. My prefrontal cortex of my brain, the part where you do all of your planning and your, daily activities, it just shut down. I came home like a zombie. I just was like, something, what is wrong with me? Well, as a trauma therapist, I knew what was wrong with me. I had to go get some help. So
Yeah.
I did it immediately. I immediately got back into therapy. I took anything off my schedule that didn't need to be there. And God bless my family. They're amazing. My daughter, who lives with us right now too, was cooking dinner every night. My husband was like, what can we do for you? It was a very weird position to be in because I have never been in this position. I'm always helping everybody else. And this time it was just the stress had bubbled over and basically it wasn't a bucket anymore. It just had broken the bucket. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, recognizing that and it just put you, I'm sure all the danger potential and what could have happened, like just exhausted you.
Yes, yes. And thank goodness we were okay and everything went as well as it could. But we were in a car for 9 hours trying to go around trees that had just come down and nothing was cleared yet. And it was really awful. And then having two children, one of them with severe special needs with me, was a lot. So I think just being able and knowing what I know, I think about trauma and about the stress that I already lived with was helpful because as soon as I got home, I was like, I know what I've got to do. And I got back into my own treatment. Yeah,
I think a real good take home for many of the listeners is you need to create your
100%.
list of self-care, what brings you up, what you need to do to mellow down,
Yeah,
like create your own. It's not like yours is going to be the same as mine,
that's
although we
right.
both love those pictures. I mean, I'm looking at them now from where I'm at. I've got so many of wonderful times in my family's life that just brings joy. And I think a lot of our families, something so simple as that, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's the
Sometimes it's
simple
not that
things.
complicated.
That's right.
Um, so I think, to me, like, is there any, like, there's so much to talk about with self care, but I think one of the reasons we need it, not just for ourselves, but how we can be a good parent, a good
Mhm.
partner, a good clinician, a good
Mhm.
friend, a good child, a good
Yeah.
brother or sister. Like, in order to be able to be all of those things, we need to have our oxygen and we need to be functioning. And we're going to have moments, we're human,
Yeah.
but it affects your family. Like, so many times you see families that are so stressed, so anxious, and their children are going to feel that energy. Like, so many of our kids are sensory sensitive,
Yes.
highly sensitive people. They're absorbing your energy, so
Yeah.
they're not going to be happy campers either when you're stressed out.
100%. Yes, they're gonna take their cue from us, which sounds like a lot of pressure, but it also it forces us to take care of ourselves.